So, what if I told you the UK government literally wants to pay your company for doing its most innovative, boundary-pushing work? Well, it's true. And that's exactly what we're going to decode today. R&D Tax Relief, a powerful government scheme designed to fuel groundbreaking businesses just like yours.
It sounds almost too good to be true, right? But that's the central idea here. This isn't just about getting a little bit off your tax bill. We're talking about a direct government incentive that can put cold, hard cash right back into your business for the awesome, innovative work you're probably already doing.
All right, so here's our roadmap for this journey. First, we'll get to grips with what this relief actually is. Then, the big one, are you even eligible? After that, we'll walk through the claim process step by step. We'll dig into what costs you can claim, how to tell your project's story, and finally, how to submit everything without falling into any common traps.
Okay, so at its heart, this whole scheme is the UK government's way of saying, hey, thanks for solving tough problems. It's all about rewarding businesses that take on scientific and technological challenges. It's designed to lower the financial risk that always comes with trying to do something that's never been done before.
Now, this support isn't one size fits all. It comes in two main flavors. For small and medium-sized businesses, there's the SME scheme. This one is super generous. It can seriously reduce your tax bill or even get you a cash payment from HMRC. Then, for the big players, there's the RDEC scheme. This one works as a valuable credit against their tax bill. Which one's for you? It really just depends on the size of your company.
All right, let's get to probably the most important part of this whole thing, figuring out if you can actually claim. And this is a two-part question. It's not just about what your company is, it's about what your company does. Both your company and your specific project have to tick the right boxes.
You know, the official government definition of R&D can feel a bit dense, but it really just boils down to these three pillars. First, were you trying to make a genuine leap forward in your field, not just a minor tweak? Second, and this is the big one, did you face a real, we don't know how to do this moment, a genuine technological uncertainty? And third, was the work led by someone who actually knows what they're doing in that field? If you're nodding yes to all three, then you are definitely in the right ballpark.
Okay, I know this workflow might look a little intimidating at first glance, but don't worry. Think of this as our high-level map. We're going to break this whole journey down, taking you from that initial "are we eligible" question right through to hitting submit.
So these are the major milestones you'll hit. It all kicks off with that eligibility check we just talked about. Then you get into the real meat of it, documenting those technical hurdles, pulling together all the costs, and writing up the story of your project. The final leg is all about the paperwork, filling out the necessary forms, and then submitting the whole package with your company's tax return.
All right, let's talk about the money. This is where it all becomes very real, isn't it? What can you actually include in your claim? This is all about connecting your hard work and innovation directly to the cash you spend to make it happen.
Before we dive into the list, let's quickly define this key term, qualifying expenditure. It sounds a bit formal, but all it means is this. It's the specific list of costs that HMRC agrees are directly part of the R&D work. You can't just claim for any old business expense.
So what's on the approved list? Well, first and foremost, the people doing the work. That means their salaries, national insurance, and pension contributions. It also covers temporary staff brought in, any R&D you outsourced, software licenses you needed, and any consumables. Think materials you used up building a prototype. And importantly, as of recently, you can now include some data and cloud computing costs, which is a huge deal for modern tech companies.
Now listen up, because this is crucial. A successful claim isn't just a spreadsheet full of numbers. You have to be a storyteller. You need to explain to HMRC in plain English what you were trying to do, why it was so hard, and what you did about it. That story is your technical narrative.
The absolute best way to structure this is like a 4-chapter story. Chapter 1, set the scene. What did the world look like before you started? Chapter 2, introduce the villain, that big, hairy, technological uncertainty you were up against. Chapter 3, the action sequence. What tests, trials, and experiments did you run to fight that villain? And finally, Chapter 4, the resolution. What did you learn? And here's the best part. It doesn't matter if you won or lost. The claim is for the effort to solve the uncertainty, not the success.
We are on the home stretch. We just need to cover the final admin steps, and, just as important, I want to share some of the most common mistakes that can trip people up right at the finish line.
So, these are the big ones. Please avoid these. First, don't be vague in your story. Give HMRC the details. Second, be realistic about how much staff time you're claiming and make sure you can back it up. Third, keep good records for your costs. You need a paper trail. And finally, whatever you do, do not miss the deadline. You've got 2 years from the end of your company's accounting period, and that's a hard stop.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. What are those big, tricky problems your team is battling with right now? What's the thing that's keeping your best people up at night? Because that technological uncertainty, that I don't know if this is even possible feeling, that might just be the very key to unlocking some serious financial support for your business.